Hi, Dr. Dan Purser here, danpursermd.com. Go to that website, or physiciandesigned.com if you want to know more information. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Tonight it's on my favorite supplements. It was my top 10, but it's grown. It's mutated into like top 20, I don't know, top 12. It's a lot. So we're going to go through all those and more thyroid questions answered. So as I start showing you my favorite supplements, start asking questions. We've already got some picked out. And when I come to certain supplements, Brecken, my fine assistant, my stepdaughter, but my fine assistant too, she's going to ask me some questions about particular supplements. So let's start with the biggies, okay? Right away. Let me remind you, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, well, here we are already, Instagram, Pinterest, there's so many I have to look. Email, where we do sales and prizes. Pinterest is awesome. We're going to be adding more pictures here soon. Our physician designed website where you can get all my supplements, sometimes secretly on sale, and also free shipping. And we ship all over the world too, but that's not free. We do DHL to Australia and Canada and Europe now. So all channels are open, shipping channels are open. Don't forget books. No more cold hands, cold feet. That's my thyroid book. It's still on sale. Get it if you haven't. And my fibro book on copper toxicity, is still 99 cents. I can write it, but I can't say it. For people who want to be patients, some of you might want to be, go to my danpursermd.com website and book some time. I'm in Linden, Utah, Lindon, not London, but Linden with an I, Utah, 45 minutes from the airport. Your time with me can be easily scheduled at that website, and then we just dig in and try and figure it out. For me to prescribe you stuff, I do need to see you. So why don't we just start? So, okay, my favorite number one product of all time, and you guys probably know it already, is Progesterone Plus. So when you get Progesterone Plus, you should use it at night. I know it says twice a day or morning, night. I wouldn't use it at night on your wrists, your neck, behind your knee, or your ovary Vitaflex point, which is inside the back of your ankle. And don't just buy one bottle, buy 3 bottles. 3 bottles. I don't know why I have 3 bottles here, but you should buy 3 bottles. Let me see if I can hold those up. I got a skill here. I'm going to drop them. 3 bottles. Buy 3. So, in that, Progesterone Plus is for the things that bother you as a woman. Let me just leave it at that. If you know what I mean.
You can go into more detail than that.
I don't think I can. They know what it does.
They do know what it does.
If you don't know what it does, ask someone by you or on Facebook who's by you, or just ask someone on Facebook what it does. They'll tell you.
Someone will tell you in the comments.
It's top secret. I can't tell you. But it's really cool. It makes you happy. It's happy sauce. And it's anti-sweaty sauce, if you know what I mean. Okay, my favorite oil blend is Abundance. Yeah, I do my own trumpet sounds. Okay, Abundance is awesome. When I really want something good to happen, going into a meeting with Young Living or someone, I'll take it and I'll rub it on everyone in the room, and then we have a meeting. So, and amazing things happen. I'm going to crack myself up. Don't want to do that. Okay. So, you need your post-menopausal, you need estrogen, you're scared of estrogen, you want something natural, more natural, safer, something. Clary Sage. Clary Sage is awesome. 8 drops a day. It's what I tell everyone. You guys always ask. It's 8 drops a day. Did you have a question on Clary Sage?
Yeah, someone already asked one. It was, let me pull it up. Someone said that they heard that it was good to relieve cramps, and that it's good to also help bring on labor, but they tried using it yesterday and they thought they were going to deliver an ovary. So maybe it's not so good for cramps.
Who was that? Good grief. Was she alive still?
I don't know. I hope so. I have
Okay.
another one too.
Blew her over. The Clary Sage blew her ovary out.
Right out, I guess.
That's why you don't use Clary Sage for cramps.
They got
It'll
something
blow
better.
your ovary out. Don't you? It's not for cramps. No. And it's one the other one about estrogen
I've got it.
dominance.
Yeah. And then someone asked if you should avoid Clary Sage if estrogen dominant.
Yes, avoid it. Why would you? You don't need it.
Yeah.
If your estrogen's good or dominant, don't use Clary Sage.
You already have enough.
And so for cramps, I don't know what I'd use. I can't decide. Okay. So let me show you another one here. I like this one. This is BLM. And I'm holding it up. Can you see it? So.
Oh, why is your finger blocking?
Wait, what? It says what? BLM Plus? We can't talk about that. So we're going to leave that one alone. Well, maybe I'll like BLM a lot more later. We'll see. It's a secret, though. Let me show you two other things here. Still going through my list. Wow, no more questions. That was easy so far.
Well,
I don't make this one, but this stuff's amazing. Cunol. 2 a day is kind of the average dose I suggest for people. I know you're all going to ask about Omega Gize. Don't. Use Cunol. Well, you can use Omega Gize if you want, but it's got ubiquinone in it that says ubiquinol. And I'm just telling you, for now, I'd use this. You never know what's going to happen to Omega Gize. So in the future. So Cunol, it's less coenzyme in the energy pathway. If you're taking thyroid medication or Thyromin, I definitely probably take it. I always suggest it to all my patients. Anyone on thyroid medication should be taking them. Do you guys have a question about Cunol?
no, that'll come in a couple minutes. So maybe just get through them and then we can do questions.
Okay. Now here's one most of you never heard about. This is called BioPQQ. This is by a company called Doctor's Best. Really, BioPQQ is by a company called, not Mitsubishi. Who owns it? I can't remember. What?
It was Mitsubishi, yeah.
Yeah, but it's their sub company. Maypro makes this. They're a sub corporation of Mitsubishi, but this has 23 validated studies that show that you get a 30% improvement in memory after 6 weeks. That's FDA validated studies. And it stops the advancement of dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and other forms of dementia. And it improves memory. Wow. The average age of young living distributors is about my age. I'd be using this. I use this now. Also, you got it to validate those studies for them to work. You have to take it with 2 Cunol. So 2 ubiquinol, 100 milligrams each. That was the dose.
People are having a lot of questions about Cunol. I've got some. What is Cunol?
It's ubiquinol. It's a form of CoQ10. It's the last coenzyme in the energy pathway. As we age, we make less and less and less of it. If you're brain fog, tired, and everything else, and you're 52 years old going, what has hit me? Why am I so tired all the time? It could be a lot of things, but Cunol deficiency, a ubiquinol or CoQ10 deficiency could definitely be one of them.
So why do you want to take CoQ10 when you have thyroid issues?
Because thyroid medication, thyroid hormone, even Thyromin tends to fire up your Krebs cycle and your energy pathways, gives you a lot more energy, and you burn out your ubiquinol, your CoQ10, and your energy pathways. So you need more.
Where can you get it?
Amazon, Costco, or Walmart.
And I just posted a link for it too.
Oh, wow. Okay, thanks. Can you hear me all right? This new mega microphone.
So people are wondering, should you not take Omega Gize if you also take ubiquinol?
No, you should always take Omega Gize all the time, day and night,
Okay.
with everything.
Cool.
Okay. Move on. I help design Super Bees, help reformulate them. I don't have a bottle of them, but if they're out of stock, a really, really good option is the Thorne Stress Bee Complex. Okay, just so you know. if you just like taking Super B and don't really have a reason why you're taking it. So if you do have a reason why you're taking it, you have MTHFR or some methylation problem and you're exhausted, your hormones are low, you're 32 or 28 or 43, and you can't figure out why you're depressed, tired, fatigued, exhausted, have low testosterone, have everything that's low, you probably have MTHFR. You should get your genetics test. We talked about this before. I've taught you folks about all this. And we designed a product which we have a patent pending on called MTHFR Support. It's the most complete MTHFR support product out there. It has quattrofolate in it. And so you start with one a day and keep going up every week. One a week, you go up one a week until you overmethylate. When you overmethylate, you'll get really sleepy, tired, feel horrible, and you'll be going, what, this supplement's trying to kill me. Dr. Purser, why is this trying to kill me? I'll say you're overmethylating. Cut back to the dose you're on, because you said, I was feeling great on Saturday, but when I went to 4 on Sunday, or 12, or whatever the number is, I feel exhausted all the time. I feel horrible and sleepy. You overmethylate, cut back. So then you add to it, after you've done that, let's say you get to 4 a day, when you go to 5, you overmethylate, then you add the MTHFR Support Plus. And you go up on it until you overmethylate. So you might be on, at that point, 4 MTHFR Support and 3 Plus. And so the MTHFR Support, you can get on Physician Design. You can get these two on physiciandesign.com. We have sales. We have free shipping from there, like I said. But you can also get them on Amazon there, Amazon Prime. So just so you know. So eventually, though, if you're on 7 a day, I guarantee maybe 3, 6, 9 months, a year from now, you'll overmethylate again. You'll have to cut way back, and you'll end up on 2 or 3 a day because you filled in all your holes, all your deficient cells. It took maybe 3 months to a year, but you filled them all in. So that's when you cut back, right?
That's where I am right now.
Yeah, you've done that too.
For years, I've been taking it.
Yep. So it happens, and so this is for kids or people who are milder. I only really have 2 methylation problems. I'm heterozygous A1298C, so I take half of one of these a day and a quarter in the afternoon. This is our Tiny Bite MTHFR Support Plus chewable. It's scored, easy to use, tastes great. Kids like it. If it's a small child and you know they have methylation problems, you start them on a quarter, like twice a week, or a quarter 3 times a day. Sorry, not 3 times a day, 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or something. You give them a quarter. Otherwise, you'll get them overmethylated and they'll hate it. So, also, glutathione. Yep. VARS, liposomal glutathione. Since we're validated, absorbable, reduced, stable glutathione, we have a patent on it. Patent's huge. We just sort of filing for drug status, a different version than this, but a slightly different version, but drug status to treat some problems. We'll talk about that more, but one day maybe. But anyway, it's awesome. It works. It's the only one out there that works. That's what we're spending all the money we're spending on it, because we know what it does. It's amazing. So, good stuff. You can take it orally. Copper balance helps get your copper. If you have a methylthionine dysfunction, let's see, can you name me one problem where they have a methylthionine dysfunction?
Fibromyalgia?
Maybe, yes. Fibromyalgia.
That's my
They have a
easy.
copper methylthionine dysfunction.
Yeah.
So this doesn't treat fibromyalgia, but it does treat your
Symptoms.
copper. No, it doesn't. Well,
My symptoms, sorry.
Be careful. It treats your copper methylthionine dysfunction. Go to treat fibromyalgia with end fibromyalgia with natural options. A Facebook page. They also have a private page you can join if you have fibromyalgia, and you check that out. Look at that. I have women take anywhere from 1, usually more like 3 or 4 to 10 of these a day, and you'll find out why.
I just want to add a little bit more with that too. Just with that Facebook page, it's been growing a lot.
Huge.
I'm glad to see all the people that are on there, and people are having constant discussions about helping their fibromyalgia in all different ways. And so we do work very closely with them. So we have some things planned in the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, we do. Don't
Check back.
Some really fun.
So do you send your girlfriends over there too? Okay, I wonder if you were doing that.
It's a good support page. Check it out.
Well, it's a fan page for who?
I guess you.
Yeah, me. Yeah, yeah. It's a fan page. I'm open to more fan pages if anyone wants to set them up. Fan pages are awesome. So set up more. I didn't say that. So just one of you guys say set up more.
You said we can set up more fan pages.
Do they? Okay, someone said that. Okay.
We'll
Who
set
is
up
that?
a Disney Dr. Purser fan page.
I'd love that. So my friend Lois Schweigert, who set that thing up, unbeknownst to me, she's sneaky that way. But anyway, she set up the in Fibromyalgia with natural options. This stuff you got to check out. It's Arbonne Essentials Sleep Well Spray. It's this is nuclear. This is like, wow. If you have trouble sleeping, you got to try some. This is really good. I take 2 squirts at night before I go to bed. I know there's lots of other options out there, but if everything else has failed, try some. Try some. Contact Lois Schweigert at In Fibromyalgia with Natural Options on our Facebook page. Good stuff.
It's got a nice lemon flavor too, right?
Yeah, it does. Well, I don't do 2 squirts, so this is interesting stuff. This is by a company called, can you say it?
Zazzy.
Zazzy. I don't know what Zazzy is, but they make this stuff. It's the smallest dose of D-chiroinositol out there. So, if you're heterozygous or homozygous for ATG 1601, there's 2 of those you can have, 2 errors. So you can have up to 4 SNPs that are positive. You need D-chiroinositol, which it's a B vitamin. I think it's B9. I'm not sure. Is it B9 or B8? Anyway,
B8.
But they can absorb regular inositol, so they have to take this. Also, there's one by Chiro Balance that's much bigger. This is 50 milligrams for small people, kids, things like that. That's why I'm throwing it up here tonight. It's on Amazon also, but it's another way to get into the D-chiroinositol by Chiro Balance, which is also on Amazon. It's pricey, but it's 600 milligrams a capsule. So you start with 1 a day if you have bad anxiety. So ATG 1601 causes crazy anxiety. It's the genetic errors do, and so it's worth trying and see if you like the Chiro Balance version. Try 1, and if you try 2, watch for hypoglycemia. Also helps women with PCOS. I tell all you women out there who ask me about your PCOS, when you say, is there something natural I can take? I say, yeah, Chiro Balance, D-chiroinositol, DCI. Try it. Try 1 a day. If that works, try 2. It'll bring down your insulin levels. It'll help you lose weight. Make you feel great. And it works. Along with lots of progesterone. So maybe lots of PP. You know what that is, right? And lots of or natural progesterone prescription form. So now this is ADK. I actually designed this one. There's a company called Da Vinci on Amazon that has ADK, and you absorb them better if you absorb all the fat solubles together. Someone eventually, I wonder who that'll be, will come up with the ADEK, which is really more appropriate. So we'll see. I often tell patients to take olive oil and try to take a tablespoon of olive oil today is a nightmare. So I use this Healthy Origins extra virgin olive oil capsules. They're really good. They're gel caps. And I take that. If you have GAD1 errors and horrible anxiety all the time and stuff, this is GABA. It's kind of like pregabalin and all those, but it's a natural form. It works either really well or not much at all, but it really can relax you. I take 1 about 9 p.m. and 10 o'clock I take another with my various forms of melatonin I take. And I sleep like a baby now. GABA helps your brain wind down. It's your body's natural relaxant, natural Valium, I guess you call it. So if you don't make enough, take an occasional GABA helps. I have to fly somewhere tomorrow. Trust me, about an hour into that flight, I'll be taking a GABA. So Really good stuff. My best magnesium. I know out there you're going to ask me. It's the high absorption magnesium or chelated magnesium from Doctor's Best. And Doctor's Best is a good company. I want my company, Physician Design, when it grows up, to be better or as good as Doctor's Best. It's really good. I don't know who the doctor is. I'm still looking for him, but I haven't seen any videos by him, but it's crazy.
Try and stay close to the mic.
Oh, am I backing away from it?
Yeah, you're kind of early.
Well, it's weird. It's right here in my face.
Yeah, just try and stay close.
Okay.
What was the PCOS thing you talked about?
D-chiralinositol by Chiral Balance. Chiral is spelled C-H-I-R-A-L. Balance, B-A-L-A-N-C-E. Balance. Now this stuff's interesting. This is arthrobin, which is a medical food, but you're going to see more about this soon. Stuff like this. I'm going to hide that. Okay, I'll pull it up like that.
Well, it wasn't in frame.
But anyway, this is one of the new collagen peptides. They get rid of arthritis. I mean, this stuff is crazy.
Do you want to say the name?
Arthrobin. And you can order it from my office. We'll give you a discount, cheap shipping, because it's really expensive on Amazon. I'm not even sure it's in date there. So get it from my office for cheap or cheaper, or it's still not cheap. Until someone you know and love, a company you know and love has it as a product. Not this, but their own homegrown version. And you'll know it when it works because it literally gets rid of your inflammation. And it's all natural. So those are it for now.
Cool. If you guys have any questions regarding those supplements, just ask them and I'll pull them and ask him. So.
Did you see any fish oil over there?
No, I was surprised you didn't mention.
So yeah, the one I like is Source Naturals, omega-3, 1125. The 1125 is the dose of DHA and EPA per capsule. You take 2 of those a day. That's almost the max you need. It's really good. If you have a traumatic brain injury, you should take 3 or 4 of those a day. That's what they're doing now with NFL players, and they use that sometimes. So
I know there are a lot of people asking what the names of all these all the products are, and I said we'll post a list after the Facebook Live, all of these ones, just so everyone can.
Didn't they write them down?
They were trying.
They're trying to keep up.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. We'll post it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Sorry.
I can make a
But
whole
this
big
video,
post
you'll be able to replay it and look things up. So you're finding out what I really like. So, and I'll suggest to you guys all the time. So, ask me questions. Why is your hand sneaking in to grab that?
I was grabbing one. I'll just start with one of the first ones I saw.
Get some ice water because I'm losing my voice.
So, can a person take glutathione if they have an allergy to sulfura drugs?
Sulfur drugs, yes.
Okay. Oh, and someone was asking, you didn't have Thyromin there. Do you recommend Thyromin?
All the time.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't have a bottle of it, so.
It's all good. And they're wondering, do you take Thyromin in the morning and then use Progesterone Plus at night, or should you not take them together?
You can take them together, and Thyromin, like if you're on a usual dose of let's say 3 and 2, 3 at night, 2 in the morning, or 4 and 3, 4 at night, 3 in the morning, and you take Progesterone Plus right along with it.
Cool.
In the night.
In the night.
Did I say that really clearly?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're taking lots of supplements, is it okay to mix them and take them at the same time, or do you
I
recommend?
do.
Okay.
Yes.
And taking them
Don't
with food?
take vitamin D and calcium together, though. They should be apart. I take my vitamin D supplement in the morning and calcium at night. That's the only one I change. Only one I do that way. I take your MTHFR support or your Super B or your, Master Formula is one of my favorite. I helped design that. There's a lot of work making that. The R&D team worked really hard with Gary on that. And that's for people with MTHFR, which most of you have, by the way. Most of you distributors out there, we know 85% of you have it. So more than likely you have it, especially for your Northern European descent. But that's not necessarily so. You can be of Hispanic descent and still have it. Remember, they started in Spain. You want to take that stuff in the morning.
People are wondering, is Arthroben for osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis?
Both. It works really well for both. But try it, and then later you might be able to switch to something else. We'll see. Get it from my office, a lot cheaper. We'll give you a deal if you call and say you heard it on the show. So, yeah. Because I take it. So.
How will you feel if you're taking too much Progestins Plus?
Sleepy. You'll have a hangover the next morning.
Yeah.
A progesterone hangover. You'll wake up and the Price is Right is coming on. It's about 10 o'clock anywhere in the U.S., 10 a.m.
It's 11 here, yeah.
Oh, it is? How do you know that?
My husband watches it every day almost.
My second one.
You're supposed to be working.
That he does both.
Oh.
You should see one eye goes one way, the other guy goes the other.
You just said it was a second religion.
Yeah.
Good. No. Okay.
I think, so this person said, can Progestins Plus be taken with Prem Pro? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, Prim Pro is this interesting prescription that's kind of the worst of several worlds. It's Premarin and Provera. It's like, so for artificial horse-based estrogens and birth control pill, progesterone. And so it's a massive 300 and something % increased risk of breast cancer. I take a lot of Progestins Plus, that trying to offset some of that breast cancer risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. Okay.
Sorry, I don't like Prim Pro.
No, that's good. People need to know. If your thyroid is overactive, should you be taking Thyromine at night or in the morning? Or
Shouldn't be taking it at all.
So what do you recommend for that?
That number's calling me. I don't know who it is. So, what should you be taking?
If you have an overactive thyroid, what should you do?
You should be taking your thyroid surgeon to lunch. And probably have them look at it really hard. I don't do radioactive treatment of hyperthyroidism. Take your endocrinologist friend to lunch too while you're at it. Have that properly evaluated.
Yeah. Someone said last week they learned from you that zinc and selenium can cause thyroid symptoms, but they got tested and they weren't actually low in those. Well,
do they get a SpectraCell? Because serum levels won't be appropriate for that.
Cool.
Get a SpectraCell and you'll know for sure. Yeah, it does cause thyroid symptoms. Lack thereof can make it appear to be hypothyroidism, and it's a cause of hypothyroidism, or I call it pseudo hypothyroidism, because they'll have a zinc deficiency and you can't make thyroid normal. Your thyroid receptors work correctly. Same with selenium, because thyroid is a selenoid hormone. That's what it's called, because it's made from selenium. So selenium is really critical to both the receptor and the thyroid manufacturing by the thyroid gland. And if you're low in either selenium or zinc, serum levels are just too inaccurate and too hard to get. So if it's a SpectraCell, great, perfect.
Yeah.
But if not,
yeah. Kind of switching gears. Which MTHFR supplement do you recommend for different MTHFR errors? Do you have specifics, or do you just say start with?
No, if you have just say 1298C problems, most people have several errors. That's why we do that methylation test that looks at, like, I can't remember, 12 different supplements. So it's 12 different genetic SNPs that could occur, and so I count the number of positive SNPs. So you could have literally 24. The most I've ever seen is 14. I've seen that about 5 times now. 13, probably about 8. 12, probably about 20. And then it keeps going up as you go down. I actually saw 6 today, and I've never seen that many that long. I only have 2. So
Lucky you.
I know I did luck out. So
I
don't know if I answered that question. Did I answer it?
Well, which MTHFR supplement is better for?
Oh, yeah. So you have one. Thank you. That was goofy of me. So Yeah, it's according. I usually start people on MTHFR support. You go up until you overmethylate. But 1 of 100 can't even take one. They overmethylate right away. It's really uncomfortable for them. Or they have some reaction to the glutamine or something. But the other 99 like it or can take it. And about 75% love it. So, but if you're the 1 out of 100, just stop it right away. But you overmethylate or had some kind of reaction to something in it. But keep going up until you overmethylate. You get really sleepy. So you feel better, wow, great, ugh. You know, it's kind of, you suddenly are like fall off a cliff. You're like, I need to go take 5 naps. I feel horrible. I'm sleepy. I hurt all over. I have a headache. All this. You're overmethylating. So go back down to the previous dose. So if you're taking 4 a day and you went to 5 a day, and by about, you do that every Sunday, you go up. As I teach everyone, go
Low
only
and slow.
low and slow and start, and only go adjust one thing a week, so you know what's messing with you if it messes you up. So, so if you go from 4 to 5 and it's not good, reduce back to 4, and that's your dose of MTHFR support. Then you add the plus. I really thought it should be called minus, but you guys told me we'll do it plus because you add it to the MTHFR support. So that's what people do. They'll take like 1 of those for a week along with the 4 of the MTHFR support they're taking. Then they'll take another one. Eventually you overmethylate on that too. So maybe you're taking 4 and 3. That's your dose for a while. I promise you though, 3, 6, 9 months, a year, I said this a minute ago, you'll overmethylate again. Then you got to back way down like to 2 and 1.
Like, I'll tell you, I've been taking MTHFR support for probably about, 5 years now?
Yeah.
I have different variations of some kind of MTHFR product, and I'm on 2+ right now.
Yeah, and
a
that's
day.
it. Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And I feel great. Never felt better.
You run marathons and everything now,
No.
right? Oh, what?
Not me, sorry. I'm not your actual daughter. I don't run.
Neither does my actual daughters.
So next question, what's a good number for TSH and T3 and T4? Like free T3, free T4?
It's free T3, free T4, not just T3 or T4. Big difference.
Big difference.
TSH, I don't care. If you're, I want, my main goal is your free T3 has got to be optimized. I want it around 3.8 to 4.2. And your free T4 is the only one that gets in your brain. So I want it just at the upper range of normal. So I don't care about your TSH.
And what's normal for free T3 or free T4?
Above 1.4 usually. Or,
Cool.
so it varies.
Yeah.
I like to see it around 1.8, 1.9 usually. But everyone does, all the equipment varies some. So maybe if your lab goes to 4.6 on a free T3, I'd want you to have 4.4 to 4.6. Trust me, a normal, let's say 30-year-old or 25-year-old, when I check them, their free T3 is right at 4.2, right at the upper limit of normal. Anytime, day or night, if I check it, it's 4.2. So, crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you take Synthroid for hypothyroidism, can you take Thyromin also?
Yeah. I take Thyromin. So, and I don't take Synthroid, I take Armor.
And then someone's wondering, they're on bioidentical estrogen and progesterone. They're wondering if they can take Clary Sage and Progestins Plus, and if there's any limit that they shouldn't be taking, or...
Oh no, they should talk to their doctor first. There's no way I'm stepping in between you and them. You're not my patient, so I got to be really careful. Can someone instead, theoretically, another person, not you can't do this. I'm not giving you that advice, but can someone theoretically take Clary Sage and Progestins Plus? Yeah, if they wanted to. They'd have to decide if the benefits are good enough or worth it, or have to talk to their doctor about it or whatever, but it's just another option.
Yeah. What if you don't have a thyroid? What is the best thing to be doing?
Taking a lot of thyroid. Yeah, and most of it, so they've had thyroid cancer, probably had their thyroid removed or something surgically removed due to thyroid cancer. I find most of those patients are very undertreated. Their thyroid symptoms are rarely properly evaluated or controlled, in my humble opinion. And most of them tend to be thyroid resistant. You need to get my book, No More Cold Hand, Cold Feet, read that. I know people don't search for thyroid problems on Amazon. They search for cold hands, cold feet, which is crazy, but that's how we titled them. Because if you have cold hands, cold feet, your thyroid's probably low. I doubt seriously if it's a Raynaud's phenomenon. I just have seen 2 cases that were Raynaud's. The other 13,000 people that told me that, they had thyroid problems. They just heard that from some doctor who didn't know how to. Well, I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Are there any supplements that you recommend to lower high cortisol at night?
Yeah, cortisol's kind of designed to help with that. It's just a supplement. But yeah, I can do that. If cortisol's too high, you better get it checked and make sure you don't have a cortisol, a pheochromocytoma, or some other cortisol-producing tumor. Make sure, please.
Yeah.
See your doctor.
Can B12 shots cause you to overmethylate?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it makes sense that it would. Especially if it's methyl B12. If it's cyanocobalamin, no, you'll just be sick.
Yeah.
That's made cyanide made B12. It's just a bad choice for most people with MTHFR.
That's my favorite supplement right now.
Cyanocobalamin?
No, B12. Because I have a canker sore and it got rid of it. So that's my
It'll
favorite.
do that. Aphthous ulcer, canker sores.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Thanks for sharing that. It's really
You're
gross,
welcome. Good tip, right? Can Thyromin keep you up at night?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Not usually, but yeah. Gary said the max dose on Thyromin, if you go beyond this, he told me they should just get on thyroid. It's cheaper, but 5 and 3. 5 at night, 3 in the morning. So there it is. So that's what he told me. He said they should rest peacefully, allows their thyroid to really kick in at night and start going. So in the morning they wake up feeling really good. And the 3s kind of help them make it through the day.
Yeah, so in conjunction with that, you just said to take it at night for a reason. But this person was wondering why, so you just answered. But they said they take high blood pressure pills and Nexium. Can they take Thyromin with these meds, or is that okay?
I'm on a big kick right now to get off Nexium. I used to take it too. I stopped it. Omeprazole. Look up Nexium and liver cancer. Look up Omeprazole or Prilosec and liver cancer. Big studies have come out. It's bad. Yeah, it's frightening.
Scary.
I'd get on more natural options, probiotics. Maybe we should do one on. Let's do a Facebook Live and all that one night.
Okay.
In the future, how to get off your Zantac, Tagamet. No, I don't think anyone takes that anymore. Pepsid, Nexium, Prilosec, Omeprazole, all that kind of stuff. And because it'll also block B vitamin absorption. It'll make you tired. And you won't know why. You won't think it's that. But it is that.
Yeah.
Especially if you have MTHFR, you should not be taking those.
Not good. What's your favorite product or products for adrenal support?
So I know where that's coming from. They have adrenal fatigue or think they do, which isn't really a thing. It's fatigue. They have a vitamin deficiency. Their adrenals are not functioning correctly, nor are their ovaries, nor are their thyroid probably. Everything's probably kind of dwindling. It's because they have massive vitamin deficiencies. So my favorite thing to support that would probably be, just off the shelf, would be Master Formula. So just because it's one of the best methylated whole B vitamin group of B vitamin multivitamins out there. So and they'd feel really good. So yeah, I'd want to look at a SpectraZone, and I can tell you exactly why they think they have adrenal fatigue. They're going to have a lot of nutritional deficiencies. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's no doubt. Sorry, I'm going to cause a crap storm of questions and problems, people throwing stuff at me, but I don't She's really not adrenal fatigue. That's some
Something
naturopathic meme. It's really you're fatigued, and all your hormones are in decline, and you can't figure out why. Yeah, look at a spectrum. So go intracellular, figure out what it is. You'll know exactly what they are. So and then you may need to look at your genetics. That's what's really going on. Don't buy that.
Yeah. Dig a little deeper.
Man, am I going to be in trouble for saying that? There's no such thing as adrenal fatigue. It's just fatigue. I'll shut up now. Okay, digging in deeper.
Let's talk about Progesterone Plus some more. If you're already taking progesterone, can you take Progesterone Plus?
Yeah. We just said don't take it if you're taking birth control pills, stuff like that, because we don't want to be blamed when you get breast cancer from your birth control pills. Progesterone Plus will not cause breast cancer. No way, shape, or form. It will not cause clotting, no way, shape, or form. It won't do any of that. So get my book, Progesterone. It's been number 1 8 times on Amazon for a reason. Number 3 overall for sales at one point. And look at it. It's just, it's not going to happen. Okay, sorry. Go on.
No, it's good. How would you know if your cortisol levels are too high? Are there symptoms?
Yeah, you check out 8 a.m. cortisol level. Yeah, you're gaining weight. You can't lose it. Check your cortisol level. Get your doctor. It's not expensive. Or go to Direct Labs. Go to danfirstrmd.com. Go to the testing section. Go down to Direct Labs and request the 8 a.m. cortisol. And you'll pay for it with a credit card. They have 1,300 draw sites nationwide. Go have it drawn near you. Probably all $30, $40 at most. And you'll know. Or have me look at it and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not a question, but a lot of people do want that Facebook Live on getting off the Nexium, the Omeprazole, and all that fun stuff.
Omeprazole.
I know how to pronounce words, don't I? So yeah, that's a
Prilosec
good
is what it is. Oh, really? They want that? Yeah. I mean, you guys are taking that stuff. What?
Yeah.
Who are you? Okay. Yeah, we gotta. Okay, that's a must. Facebook Live.
Yep.
So really, give us more thumbs up or votes or whatever if you want us to do that.
Yeah.
So we know.
Do you have recommendations to get rid of thyroid
Nodules.
Yeah.
Thyroid nodules. Yeah, go to an internist and they'll stick a needle in it and it'll be gone. Yeah, they always want to stick needles in those.
Gross.
Yeah, well, it's the way it is. So, otherwise, leave it alone. If you've been needled and it's not cancerous, great, just leave it alone. Get your thyroid properly treated. That's probably why you've got thyroid nodules. Maybe.
Common question that I've seen a couple times now is they're on thyroid, but they've recently found that they're putting on weight pretty quickly. Most of them have been in menopause. Do you have any suggestions on how to manage weight?
Well, that's a really complicated question.
I've seen it a lot though, so maybe you need to talk to these people in person, huh?
Well, maybe I would suggest that to be the case. Maybe we should do a Facebook Live on how to avoid postmenopausal weight gain.
Yep.
Is there a thumbs up for that? Does anyone care? That's
Comment
a whole
if you
other
want that.
subject in and of itself.
Or if you have any other lives you guys want topics on, we can pick popular
Yeah,
ones.
please, yeah.
So give us recommendations.
Yeah, give us a vote.
We want to know what you guys want to hear.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, actually. That's complicated. What would you do with that? Well, I know what I'd do. So you'd want to optimize all your female hormones, your HRT, and if you want, we could approach it from a Eating Living approach, or we could approach it from a prescription approach, but it'd be all natural no matter which way we went. And then you'd also want to make sure your SpectraCell was good and that you didn't have any methylation problems that had not been properly dealt with years earlier, like MTHFR, because it will cause weight gain and fatigue, and you guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you pause?
I'm
and
sorry.
look at me?
I'm reading all these questions. We get so many.
What are they on?
A lot of
Share
them.
some with me.
Okay. If I take Master Formula, do I need to take Super B?
Some people do. If you have bad methylation problems like MTHFR or Folor 2 or MTHFD, or there's so many out there, yeah, you might need to take 2 or 3 Super B a day. You kind of go up slowly, though, and add it and see. You'll know. I have patients who take 1 master formula and 3 Super B a day, by the way.
Mom.
Or 5 Super B a day. I've got some that do that. Or they do master formula 3 days a week, and they do 4 Super Bs, and then on the days they take a master formula, they only do 3 Super Bs. And so they kind of alternate it all. They feel good and tight, and they've lost weight, and they have tons of energy. They're running marathons, all that. Or they're chasing their grandkids or whatever. Or kids.
Yeah. So this woman says she's getting headaches on the first few days of her cycle and during ovulation. Despite using Progesterone Plus and Endoflex, she's wondering what she can do to help manage that.
More progesterone.
More.
Probably needs prescription.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Endoflex and Progesterone Plus are awesome. They work great for 93%. I don't know. I'm just kind of guesstimating on that. 93% of women. But sometimes it's still just a Young Living supplement. Sometimes you need a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Not everyone does, but a few will. In like severe endometriosis cases, stuff like that, you might need a lot more of natural progesterone.
I'm one of those people. I'll say.
You are?
Well, I take your...
but you also take Progesterone Plus,
yeah, I
right?
do.
Right?
I take everything
do.
that I can. Yeah, everyone was thumbsing up to that postmenopausal weight gain live. That was a popular.
I know, that's been my big problem. I'm postmenopausal.
Obviously.
I'm gaining weight like crazy. Well, no, I'm not. I've actually lost, but I really have to work at it. I get you, ladies.
She's in menopause.
I'm in whatever. Yeah. I don't believe in that either.
I know, I remember that from years ago.
No menopause.
That was a video we did a while ago. Look that up.
Was it really?
Yeah, I remember that years
forget
ago.
that.
I was in high school. What about, I know you kind of talked on this before, what about type 2 diabetics? Like,
Past my bedtime. Okay, go ahead, sir.
do you have any recommendations for type 2 diabetics on what they can do to help their levels, get off insulin, that kind of stuff?
We should do a Facebook Live on that.
We should, but
Okay.
do you have an easy answer?
Yeah, I have an easy. Well, it's not that easy, but the minute you get diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, get a SpectraCell. Call my office, do whatever you can. Get it, because a large majority of these people have a zinc or chromium deficiency. It's kind of like thyroid problems. You can't make a lot of insulin or adequate amounts of insulin if you have a chromium or zinc deficiency. Plus, your insulin receptors become dysfunctional on the cell surface. So you appear to have type 2 diabetes. Again, it's pseudo type 2 diabetes, because really what you have is a zinc or a chromium deficiency. And that's what's really going on. And you treat that and it goes away. But the quicker you jump on it, otherwise, lose weight, start exercising, get really tight with your diet, all that, you can reverse type 2 diabetes. It happens all the time. But you got to really jump on it fast and hardcore, or you're going to be stuck. You got to really want it gone more than you want to start going blind, losing your fingertips, toes, having numbness problems, diabetic neuropathy, all that, because that day will come eventually. So, and heart attacks, strokes, and everything else that come with being diabetic. So you really got to jump on it quick. The quicker the better. So that's the easiest thing to say. If you're well into being a type 2 diabetic, man, again, people reverse it all the time. You can try and lose the weight. And also, you got to make sure hormones are good, especially testosterone. That's super critical. So PD80/20, make sure you're walking, at least 5 miles a day, hard. And check with your doctor first to make sure it's safe. All that kind of stuff. So there's just a lot of options. And don't give in to the beast. Decide you're not going to be a type 2 diabetic and fight it. That's crazy. You can do it. You can definitely do it.
So what was the first thing, sir, people missed? What was the first thing you said to do when you get diagnosed?
Get SpectraCell.
There you go. Someone
Yeah, because this could be a zinc or chromium deficiency. Also, get your hormones optimized, especially your testosterone level. Women, estradiol dramatically helps with prevent diabetes. Also, cinnamon essential oil is really good. It improves insulin sensitivity. But make sure your vitamins are good. Get on Master Formula. If you're still wondering, get a SpectraCell, because chromium is not in anything in living cells. So that's why I didn't bring it. Try chromium from now. I like that one. TRI-chromium, one a day.
Yeah.
So, and if you're diabetic, I'd get on it. Type 2 especially.
Cool. Can hair loss be caused by thyroid issues?
Yes. Well, let me back up. If your thyroid issues from a zinc deficiency, which I already mentioned is fairly common, zinc problems cause alopecia in both men and women, hair loss. So it could be a zinc deficiency. Get a SpectraCell. You can look that up. You can go Google that. Go to PubMed, PubMed, and look zinc and thyroid, or zinc and alopecia, and you'll see tons of studies come out with pictures.
Yeah.
Ugh, they're horrible.
Can a 9-year-old use Progesterone Plus?
If they're trying to have a period, which is happening nowadays,
Yeah.
I'd be really careful though. Yeah.
It's good. Just be careful.
And I've seen 11-year-olds use it, so, and 10-year-olds, because they're already starting to menstruate. It's getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, that reminds me. Someone asked a while ago, what product or supplement do you recommend for brain health?
Well, I just said it.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
BioPQQ and Qnol.
Oh, yeah.
2 a day of the Qnol. Oh, there it is. These two. Well, it's according to what kind of brain unhealth you have. These are for memory and prevents dementia. So, 2 a day of these and 1 a day of the 20 milligrams of BioPQQ. You got to use the Bioform. It's the only one that works.
Good to know. Is it safe to take 2 master formulas if you're severely deficient? Someone
Yeah.
asked. Cool.
I have a patient that takes 3, but that's not going to be forever.
People are wondering, how do they get a SpectraCell, or what is SpectraCell again?
Oh my gosh, you go to my website, danpursermd.com, go down to testing and order it. And we'll send it to you with some needles and everything, so you can have it drawn also with a prescription, so you can take it to your lab and get it drawn if need be. But yeah, because you probably won't be able to get it locally. It's an intracellular vitamin and mineral test that is really, it's FDA, Health and Human Services approved. It's a cool test. We used it in research at the university I was at. It's the real deal. And it looks at intracellular vitamins and minerals, amino acids, 39 different values. It's crazy accurate when serum levels are not that accurate. So when in doubt, get a SpectraCell. It'll show you things that will shock you. It'll also show you things that you can't absorb due to genetic problems, because it's intracellular. It looks inside your cells.
Yeah.
And they have the patent on the technology. No one else is gonna be doing it.
It's awesome. Earlier, people are just going back to the supplements you mentioned in the beginning. What were the ones that you mentioned for anxiety help?
Oh, Zazie, D-chiroinositol. That can help you with anxiety a lot. And GABA, 500 milligram GABA. You see it? That's it. Wait, no, that's not it.
Right behind you now.
Right behind the Q. Oh, there it is. Wow. Does I knock everything over? GABA. There's also other brands of it on Amazon. It's a natural benzodiazepine that your body makes, your brain makes, unless you have bad GAD1 problems. Then you won't make much of it. And you love this stuff. Oh my gosh, this was not sad.
Are there any oils you recommend for anxiety?
I'm sure there are several. Progesterone Plus, of course, would help because of the progesterone. Yeah, you guys would know those oils better than me. Abundance, because it lets you know you're going to probably be rich, or at least abundant in something. So, and calm you down.
Is mineral essence good treatment for thyroid support?
Could be. Yeah. If I don't know what deficiency is occurring, and I'm guessing you're getting weird muscle twitches or cramps or weird heart palpitations, I'll use mineral essence. I use it for that because it's got the royal jelly and everything else in it. and it will burn the hair off your tongue. It was nasty, but I mix it in Nisia Red and drink it.
What can young adult women use for menstrual cramps?
Well, no, I wouldn't. Well, okay. Try PP. It's natural, Progesterone Plus. Try it. See if it helps. It should help. Maybe even, who knows? Ask the people around you, the women around you. They'll tell you if it helps or not. Just throw it out there.
Yeah.
But natural progesterone will help with menstrual cramps always, and it's safe. Doesn't cause breast cancer. Doesn't cause strokes. It won't clot. Doesn't cause you to have clots in your legs or lungs.
Yeah. What would you recommend for someone with low SHBG, insulin resistance, low estrogen, and high testosterone?
Say that one more time.
Sorry. What would you recommend for someone with low SHBG, insulin resistance, low estrogen, and high testosterone?
Is it a female or male?
I think it was a female.
That's PCOS.
Oh.
They described it perfectly. Yeah, that's PCOS. The ZZ stuff and lots of progesterone. It's amazing what you can do with PCOS. You can pretty much flip it. Also, get your methylation stuff checked. Do the GX kit on the methylation kit off my website, danpershimd.com, under testing. Get the methylation one. It's not expensive. We'll know the results in 10 days. You just swab the inside of your mouth, 1 minute each side, and then mail it. It goes to Austin. It's all included. Just put it in the box, the mailer, and off it goes. We'd know within 10 or 12 days what's going on. But I guarantee you have a bunch of MTHFR methylation issues that have never been diagnosed properly. That can make a huge difference. Plus the chiral balance, or the Zazie, dechirolinostol, and progesterone, like Progesterone Plus or now prescription natural progesterone. You'll probably need lots of it.
Someone asked if you do long distance appointments.
Yeah, I can't prescribe for you long distance unless you're coming to see me, but it's been confirmed. But I'll do it as an emergent basis. But I can suggest vitamins, guide you on natural stuff, all this. I just can't prescribe for you until you see me physically. That's the law. So both state and federal. So
people are wondering with the PCOS, what's the best time to take DCI?
morning. And then if the dechirolinostol, if you're using the chiral balance, the 600 milligram, not the 500 milligram or 50 milligram ZZ, but the 600, the big boy from chiral balance, take it in the morning and try another one in the evening. If not, try adding a ZZ or 2 or 3 or 5. So keep going up on it until you feel the hypoglycemia.
Will the GX test tell you if you have MTHFR?
Yep. It looks at every treatable methylation condition, which is a lot. It's only a couple $100, really.
Yeah. This lady asked, any chance you're coming to New York? No. But you are coming to
Star Maury's event in Minneapolis where is it at?
Minneapolis. Is that like a...
Star Maury, STAR, Maury,
Okay.
MOREE. There's going to be a link suddenly magically appear below. You need to get there. You'll hear me. You can talk to me. We can hang out. Well, I don't know about hanging out, but I'm going to be talking to everyone. But it's on October, is it 5th and 6th?
4th and 5th.
4th and 5th, okay. And you need to get to Minneapolis. Probably all the rooms are going to be sold out in Minneapolis. 5,000 people. I'm dreaming. I mean, I think she has a limit of 400, and she's probably already there. So you need to call and get it now if you want to go. It's just about 5 weeks away, and it's going to be happening. And I'm going to talk about incredible things that will fry your brain. And my friend Chloe Fowle is probably going to be there. He's the pharmacist at Young Living. He's one of my best buds. He's a great guy. And he'll be talking about the CBD oil and stuff like that. And we're gonna have a lot of fun.
And I'm going to be there.
Wait, what?
Haha.
Good. Yeah, no. Brecken and Brad are gonna be there. They're my little assistants. They're really tiny little. They're not tiny. They're huge people. But they're gonna be there working the back table, selling you books, goodies, supplements, and other fine things. So.
It's going to be
And
fun.
genetic testing, if you want to do it there, that's a good time. We'll swab you, or even give you a SpectraCell kit if you want one. We'll mail you one. You can buy it there, and we'll get it to you the next couple of days after. So it's a great time to just come and talk and deal with all this stuff. October 4th and 5th in Minneapolis, but go to Star Mori, and there's the link below so you know how to get it. Star Mori is a Crown Diamond. So, the Young Living. And I've done events for it before, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Other questions. Are bioidentical hormones that much better than synthetic hormones?
Huh?
Someone just asked.
Yeah.
What's the
Synthetic
difference?
hormones almost always have bad, horrible side effects. Bioidenticals don't have any. I mean, the natural progesterone has no really bad side effects. It might make you sleepy or drowsy, feel like you're drunk, knock you out, make you comatose at night, but it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Yeah.
Someone asked, why would Progestins Plus stop and prevent my cycle from happening?
Because it's progesterone. Same with the birth control pill will do it because it's got a synthetic progestation agent in it. Well, progesterone enhances your progesterone and everything else. It can shut down a period, maybe. It does not mean you're not ovulating. Keep that in mind. You can still be ovulating, you can still get pregnant. Be careful. Okay.
Should we just do like a couple more questions?
Yeah, are there thyroid questions?
We can just ask your final questions, guys, but someone asked, is it dangerous to have a high B12 level?
No. It's probably cyanocobalamin you got floating around that you can't absorb. But the machine still reads it as B12. Those lab equipment cannot differentiate between methyl B12, cyano B12, hydroxy B12, adenosine B12. You can't differentiate. So, and some of that stuff you're going to absorb, some you can't. And so, yeah, eventually you got to get rid of it, and it will eventually leave urine or bile or wherever.
What's a good zinc brand you recommend? Or
Keep it cheap, but the one I like is just now zinc picolinate, 50 milligrams. That's kind of the max dose. So,
is there a vitamin D level that you recommend most people to be at?
serum levels, yeah, I like them 93 to 104, somewhere in that range. Don't go above that, you can get toxic. So I like it in the mid-90s or higher, slightly higher. Yeah, your doctor will freak out when they see that, but that's where you get the most immunoprotective, big decrease in breast cancer risk and other cancers when you keep it there.
Interesting. Can your thyroid level affect your teeth?
Yeah, because if your thyroid's really low, you'll be cold and your teeth will be chattering and they might break. That's the only thing I can think of.
When's the best time to take your vitamins? Is there a difference?
According to what it is, usually in the morning though.
Cool.
Yeah, I have a pill tray with 2 things on it. I do one set in the morning, one at night. So I start doing it around 7 o'clock. I go in my bathroom. After I get home from work, take 3 or 4 things. Later, I go back around 9, do it again, and pretend I finished it off. Go to bed.
Someone asked if progestins is causing bleeding, should I increase it or decrease it?
First, increase it. If the bleeding gets worse, stop it. But it should shut it down.
What would a dry mouth be from?
Dry eyes, dry mouth. It could be a drug side effect, but most commonly it's from lack of testosterone.
Interesting.
You guys learn a lot of this stuff as we go, isn't it?
This lady, she said, "Don't stop talking. I'm learning so much."
Are you making notes? Can you send them to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm teasing.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of different people commenting just like that they've loved these Facebook Lives, just learning all this stuff every couple weeks.
Why? Because my brain is just full of weird facts, and yeah, it's crazy. I hope I can remember these as years go by. I'm sure I'll remember them less and less.
You got to take your Bio-PQQ and QNOL, right?
I'm taking it. I take it every day. It gives me a 30% improvement in memory, and I don't forget stuff.
That's good. What's the best supplement to raise your free T3, free T4 that you've found?
The Roman, followed by zinc, and followed by selenium.
Cool. This person has the MTHFR A1C one.
That's what I have.
They're hetero, but their feet and hands get really cold and at other times really hot. And they're wondering if that's a methylation issue or if that's thyroid or something else.
It could be thyroid. It could be she's in menopause too, so she's hot flashing some, and otherwise she's hypothyroid all the time. So I don't know. I'd have to see. That's when you get a weird overlay of symptoms. It could be either one. It could be all three.
This is a funny comment. This girl said, "I forgot what you said to take for memory. LOL." So what do you recommend for memory?
Bio-PQQ. Well, unless Young Living comes out with something to go with MindWise, I help formulate design MindWise. So if it comes out with something that kind of goes hand in hand with MindWise, you guys will know what it is and be the first to use it and get it, take it. Sorry, my face was itching, but yeah, take Bio-PQQ by Doctor's Best, 20 milligrams a day, and take 200 milligrams of QNOL, unless there's something else out there.
Cool.
Might be coming soon. Maybe we'll see one day.
This person said their 16-year-old has a lot of thyroid symptoms. They're wondering if you can have thyroid problems that young.
Yes, you can have it at 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, get that checked. Free T3 and free T4. If they won't do that, yell at them. Or get it at Direct Labs. Yeah, know for yourself. If they won't help you, call me. Your doctor should do what you ask because it's reasonable. And so the way we did it when I was working with a U.S. Assistant Surgeon General, he would get free T3, free T4, TSH.
How often should you get tested for hormones, SpectraCell, that kind of stuff?
Probably once a year. Some SpectraCell maybe every other year if you got it under control. If it's crazy bad, yeah, more often. It's usually your genetics that cause the SpectraCell problems. Get it under control. Get on the right supplements like MTHFR Support or MTHFR Support Plus or Glutathione or whatever, and then you'll know.
Cool. Anything to help with fibroids?
Lots of progesterone or PP to start with.
I've seen a couple comments about selenium and hair loss. Do you know why?
You can have a selenium deficiency that'll cause you to have hair loss.
But they said when they were taking it, they found they lost their hair. Something else?
Hair shock. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, interesting.
I'd have to see the SpectraCell before they took it. I mean, you can become selenium toxic. So maybe that's what they were.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, but you can do it. If you didn't have a deficiency to begin with and you took it, yeah, that could be a problem. Get a SpectraCell. It's worth the money.
Yeah.
And no, I don't deal with insurance. I haven't in 20 years. Please don't ask. And if I give you a prescription, don't go get your insurance to try and pay for it. They won't even know who I am. Yeah, and I'm legal for prescriptions and everything, even controlled substances, but your insurance probably won't pay for it because I'm not involved. I live in Utah and you're in Minneapolis or you're in New York or wherever. It's probably not going to work.
I've seen this a couple times. They're wondering what they can do for their parathyroid producing too much calcium.
See a parathormone specialist, a surgeon. Do not let them irradiate those. Go see a surgeon. There are experts out there who can remove just the right amount of those little They're like this big on the back of your thyroid. There's 4 of them per thyroid glands. I do not do radiation, please. Good Lord. I think it's just not a good option. You have the surgery. In good hands, they know just the right amount to remove. So you still have some functionality.
What's the best thing for Hashimoto hyperthyroidism?
Yeah, that's tough. That can cause Graves' disease, or it's just a mess. Hashimoto's hyperthyroidism usually burns itself out, but you don't want to get the ocular problems that occur from it because they're irreversible and your eyes are bulging and sticking out in different directions. It's really horrible. Google it. Eye problems from Hashimoto's or Graves' disease. Yeah, get surgery, not radiation therapy. Find a good thyroid surgeon in your area. He's probably also the hormone or parathyroid specialist too. Those guys are really specific about what they do.
So this mom is looking for a good vitamin to keep immune system up for her 12-year-old. She's wondering if they can take master formula.
Yeah, 2 or 3 days a week.
And is there anything else they should be giving her?
If I don't know, unless you know your genetics, that would help a lot. Get that little $239 test off my website.
Yeah, the methylation.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot. And buy a little bit of my time, 15 minutes, we can go through it really quick.
Yeah.
$100, really? Come on, people.
Yeah. Should we just wrap up? I think
Is that all the questions?
we've got more coming in, but it's 8:10. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's go 5 more minutes.
Okay. Thoughts on basal temperature for thyroid reading?
Gary liked doing that. I'm not so good at it. It's hard to get the right kind of thermometer. Nowadays, you got to get a mercury. Check it every morning. Yeah. You can do it. There's all kinds of instructions on the internet out there. Getting the right kind of thermometer is the hard one. And then you got to put that little cold rascal under your armpit every morning. So,
Fun.
while you're laying in bed.
If your thyroid is removed, can you still have Hashimoto's symptoms?
No.
Okay. What about Young Living products for when you're pregnant and hyperthyroid? Do you have any recommendations for that?
Surgery. I know. I'm sure you guys are hating me, but no. No.
Interesting, yeah.
But I will tell you, if you have MTHFR and you're pregnant and you're a living distributor, probably I would not take a regular prenatal. I would be taking master formula as your prenatal. Yeah. And email me or text me that, Jackson. Because they asked me a few years ago to design that prenatal. And I've forgotten it. It got pushed aside by other things they wanted me to do. Yeah, let me see. I've already got it drawn up. We'll make that maybe this year.
If you're taking multiple master formulas a day, how do you know when you're taking too much?
You'll over a month, you'll feel horrible. Eventually, it'll catch up with you.
Yeah.
So,
Does hypothyroid cause low levels of vitamin D?
yeah, because you're so tired, you're just sitting there, can't eat anything all day, and you're not getting out in the sun, you get really pale. Yeah, it could have been directly, but you can cause it.
It's interesting.
I've had low thyroid after my wreck. And no thyroid.
Yeah. Do you need to take more than one bottle of MTHFR Support Plus to feel a difference, or can you feel it pretty quickly?
You can usually feel it pretty quickly. Usually wouldn't you agree? Most people do.
I get energy the same day I take it, but like I said, I've been taking it for years.
Yeah, but most people get it pretty quick. They start to figure it out. By the time you get to 1, 2, or 3 a day, before that bottle's
You'll be
empty,
feeling. Mm-hmm.
you'll know it.
Definitely.
And if you stop taking it, heaven help you, right? That is a bad day guaranteed. You will feel like you've been run over by a Mack truck.
Yeah.
I did not mean to design a vitamin that will addict your body to goodness, but it does. Okay.
Are there any supplements that should not ever be taken together?
Yeah, D and vitamin C. Oh, sorry. Vitamin D and calcium. Sorry. Not C. Calcium.
Can thyroid cause neck and shoulder stiffness?
No.
Okay, something else. Should you combine MTHFR support with Master Formula?
Do it all the time. I have tons of people who do that. Yeah, I like Master Formula. Why? Because we designed it using SpectraCell results I had on all of you from conventions. We had over 3,000 SpectraCells. I randomly picked 1,000. We erased, sweated all the names. We copied them, all the identifiers, and we knew roughly your age and your sex. And we used those SpectraCells to design Master Formula. The R&D team in Gary at Young Living, and I was on the team. So that's how we designed it. So,
what are the reasons vitamin D should not be taken with calcium?
vitamin D hangs around in your small bowel, and as calcium goes by, it grabs it. It's just a bad idea to take them together. It's not horrible, but it's just...
Not good, yeah.
Yeah, it's better if you really want to work, take the D in the morning and the calcium at night, and it'll grab it as it goes through in your gut that night.
Yeah.
It reaches out into the small bowel and grabs it. Like a little hand.
Ooh, alien.
Yeah, like this is a calcium foot long. Here's a vitamin D. Ooh.
Great job. So this lady is on Synthroid and she's postpartum, and even though her thyroid shows mid-range, she still feels like she has all the hypo symptoms. What can she take?
Super B.
Super B.
Why do you think I said that?
It has lots of good stuff in it.
Well, yes. Yeah, it does. I'll put some of those in there, most of those in there. No, because she probably has MTHFR and she just had a baby, and her thyroid probably is okay with where she's being treated, but she's really vitamin deficient, so she feels like she's fatigued, exhausted, cold, feels horrible. Yeah, because she probably has a B12 deficiency, pantothenate, folate, all that serine, all that stuff that goes with MTHFR. Yeah, she had a baby and didn't take the right prenatal because she didn't know.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. Weird answer, I know, but that making a
good.
point there.
If
If you're exhausted after having a baby postnatally, and you just had real trouble taking the prenatal vitamin, the whole time it made you gag, throw up, feel horrible, you have MTHFR until proven otherwise. And you're going to just continue to feel horrible for months unless you get on it and get tested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get on it, get tested.
Is there one more? Ask me one more. What's the final question?
Final question. Can they watch this video again? I got that a lot today. Yes. This video we posted as soon as this live is over.
Yeah, why did they want to watch it again? It was pretty boring the first time.
It is pretty boring.
So what was the best question tonight? The one where the ovary exploded.
That was my favorite. I was reading that.
Okay, so do me a favor. Find out who that was and send her this bottle of Progesterone Plus.
Okay.
She gets this for that great, funny, humorous question
Well, I'm
that
sure
made
it's
us all
not
laugh.
humorous to her.
Well, no, ovary
She's in a
blown
lot
out of
pain.
your whatever is bad. Just horrible imagery.
Yeah.
So, but Progesterone Plus, she needs this clearly. So, will you do that for me?
I will find her.
Okay, if you're out there, we're looking for
I'm
you.
just gonna search
ovary blown out lady. If you see someone walking down the street, or you have a distributor under you who had an ovary blowout, would you please have her contact
I already
us?
found her. I know her name.
Okay, so there it is.
It's
Can we announce
Nicole Dibben Gamelin.
it? Was that a real name?
Yeah. She asked it 2 days ago, but I thought it was just too good. Or not, that's not good. I just thought that was so sad. That's really sad. But
Okay, well, she'll contact us.
Yep.
Nicole Gibbon Damley?
yeah, Gamelin?
Gamely?
Gamelin?
Okay, Gameland? What is it?
Gamelin. Gamelin.
Gamelin.
I'll message her right now and just say, hey, I'd like to send you a bottle.
Yeah, so, Nicole's our winner for the night. Good question. Funny. So, I love all you guys. Thanks for watching. If you're watching the video of this later. We love you. Thank you. Don't forget, if you need the genetic testing, it's so helpful. It's not expensive. Really, $239, people. Give me a break. Swab your mouth for 1 minute each side and send it in. We'll know in 10 days. Pay for 15 minutes of my time. We can blow this thing out the door. And not your ovary either. So, anyway, thanks for watching. God bless everyone, and go in good health.